Hey guys, what's up? This is Satoshi here. Before I begin this video, I just want to let you all know that I'll be focusing on one artist for this week. And don't worry, I will be reviewing more artists in the next video. The reason why I'm critiquing one person for this week is because I'm dealing with some new classes in my college, and I want to make sure that I put a lot of time and effort into my schoolwork. Luckily, I'm only taking 5 classes, and all of them seem pretty simple. Actually, I'm taking 3 classes during the fall and 2 during the winter session, so basically 5 classes put together. Also, uploading my content won't be too much of a hassle, but there will be some minor or major inconveniences where I'll be missing my regular upload schedule, which will mostly come from school and especially from doing my art commissions. Anyways, now that's taken care of, let's begin this video. The person I'll be reviewing is a really good friend of mine. On DeviantArt, he goes by the name of AngeliccMadness, but he also goes by Aaron for short. You see, Aaron has many different pieces of art, ranging from fan art to original characters in his art gallery. But if you browse through his art page, you'll find a huge amount of fan art involving characters from Gravity Falls and especially Steven Universe. Also, I find Aaron's art style to be really amazing. It's kind of like a mixture between Zontan, the queen of internet porn, and Bleedman, who is a very popular artist on the internet. Actually, I do recall from a Skype conversation with Aaron that he did tell me that his art style was mostly inspired from Zotan, which kind of makes sense. Anyways, the first drawing I'll be reviewing goes by the name of One Punch Man. Well, actually, One Punch Boy makes more sense, to be honest. So yeah, what I like about this piece is the amount of detail that was given into this drawing. The shading looks phenomenal, especially how the colors are set in the right adjustments. Also, I find the creativity behind this piece to be really interesting. Honestly, I would never picture Steven as Saitama, but this illustration that Aaron drew has really changed my perspective. Also, I see no problem with the outlining whatsoever, especially since the majority of the lines are well connected, and they also appear to be very steady as well. By the way, I totally agree with Saitama. Steven has truly achieved the meaning of perfection, even though he looks like a smaller but more badass version of Krillin. The next picture I'll be looking at is a drawing of Rose from Steven Universe, who appears to be dressed like Wonder Woman from the movie Batman vs. Superman. I find her anatomy and structure to be well drawn, and I also find her pose to be very intense looking, as if she's ready to fight her opponents with amazing bravery and confidence. Also, I love how Aaron was able to imitate Wonder Woman's clothing design from top to bottom. Of course, I do see some slight changes on her outfit, but it still looks good nonetheless. Also, I find the coloring to be very clean and very smooth looking as well. Next up is a fan art piece of a slightly older version of Samurai Jack, who looks like he's facing off with Aku in a one-on-one match. What I like about this drawing is the depiction of the characters. It really captures that strong tension between them. Also, I really like the way how Aaron was able to capture the emotions between the hero and the villain. The image itself looks well portrayed, and it looks pretty damn impressive in my opinion. Also, to let you guys know that the 5th season to Samurai Jack will be airing on Adult Swim. I don't know when exactly, but if you're interested in finding out more information, I'll be happy to provide more, I'll be happy to provide a link in the description below. Anyways, what I also like about this picture is how Aaron was able to mimic the original art style so well, but I can definitely see a huge difference in terms of lighting, coloring, and especially shading. The next drawing I'll be looking at is a picture of Anton. For my audience out there who doesn't know this character, Anton is basically a human version of Cartoon Network. By the way, I will let you guys know in advance that Aaron wasn't the original creator of the design, but he did contribute a lot of amazing fan art of her. If you would like to know more of Anton's origin, then I highly recommend to ask Aaron for the info since he knows more about this character than I do. So anyways, I like how AngeliccMadness was able to use the colors from the Cartoon Network logo and transfer them to Anton's original clothing. Also, I like how the colors are kept plain and simple with little shading involved in this drawing. Also, the line work seems very nice, but I will admit that the outline seems a bit too thin. Next is a drawing of Star Butterfly from Star vs. the Force of Evil. Over a year ago, I actually commissioned Aaron to do this picture for me back in 2015, and it still looks amazing even to this day. What captures my attention the most about this picture is Star's fighting attire. It really reflects her ordinary clothing from the animated series quite well. Also, I find her boxing gloves to be quite interesting, and I find it pretty cool that Aaron added the star symbols onto them. The way AngeliccMadness drew Star looks absolutely amazing, especially since it really captures the original design very well. Also, I find Star's pose to be very nice. It really displays how much great confidence and strength she has as a fighter. Just looking at her stats, especially the expression on her face, really shows her determination for continuing to fight on, even if the odds are not in her favor. By the way, Star's anatomy looks very decent, and the coloring behind it looks very nice. The picture I'll be looking at next is a drawing of Peridot from Steven Universe, who appears to be going fast with a particular hairstyle that reminds me of some hedgehog.
Yeah, gotta go fast! Run real fast! You're too slow!
Ah, yes, Sonic, the fastest thing alive. Anyways, what I like about this drawing is the creativity behind this piece. I like how Aaron added two different drawings and turned them into one interesting concept. Peridot's anatomy looks incredibly well drawn, and I find her running pose to be very well depicted too. I'm assuming Aaron might have used a reference of Sonic running to capture this pose very perfectly. Also, I find it pretty cool that he drew Peridot in his own art style rather than using the more simplistic design from the show. By the way, I find the cell shading in this one to be very good, especially since it captures both the lighting and the shadows very well. The line work looks good, but to me the strokes from the inking tool looks a little bit shaky and less fluid like. But overall, this drawing looks really amazing. The last picture I'll be reviewing are several drawings of different characters such as Wendy, Mabel, Connie, and Star Butterfly in that specific order. Like I mentioned before with the Peridot drawing, I find it nice that Aaron drew the characters in his own art style rather than sticking with the original designs for the respective shows. The way he depicted them in his art style looks really amazing, and the way he drew them really captures an anime-like design mixed with a bit of cartoonish elements. Anyways, I find the coloring to be really impressive, and Aaron's use of shading really provides a wonderful presentation. What I like the most about these drawings is how Aaron added highlight effects on the characters' hairs and eyes to give them that nice adorable and innocent looking appearance, especially for Mabel and Star. Anyways, the line art in this one looks really good, and I'm assuming that Aaron used the, well actually this is going to be hard for me to pronounce, but I'm pretty sure he used the anti-aliasing, and I guess that's how you pronounce it, on a very high setting, while having the tip of the brush to be solid to prevent the lines from looking less noticeable. So anyways, I'm happy to give my friend AngeliccMadness a rating of 5 out of 5. A perfect score that is not only given for his amazing art style, but for his well-depicted drawings of anatomy, his use of coloring and shading, and especially for implementing different ideas to a creative standpoint. So yeah dude, congrats! Also, before I end this video, I just want to say that you can follow my friend not only on DeviantArt, but on Tumblr as well. But I will let you guys know in advance that he does upload some not safe for work material, so if you're a minor and under the age of 18, definitely do not look. But you're more than welcome to check out his safe for work stuff on DeviantArt. Let's see. Also, if you're an older person like myself, you can help support Aaron by pledging his Patreon. You can donate $1 or even $2 or even more per month while receiving amazing rewards. So yeah, all of the information and links will be posted in the description. And anyways, this is Satoshi Teiko, and thank you for watching.